Inconsistency is not coming from laziness, far from it. Inconsistency is more coming from the lack of self-trust that you have in yourself, in the ability to follow through with things. And self-trust is very important for me because it's the foundation of true confidence. Showing up for myself, building systems, creating healthy habits, all of that is directly connected into becoming the woman that I know I'm meant to be. And lately I have been thinking a lot about consistency and how it is so hard, and it's also so challenging for many of us. For me, the problem with consistency is when it comes into creating something of my own, something that I'm passionate about, and that's definitely an area that I'm struggling with the most. And when I'm talking about consistency, I'm not talking about this hustle culture consistency of like just like doing in a very masculine way. I'm more talking about consistency in showing up for yourself and what truly matters. I can be very consistent in certain areas of my life, like eating well, working out, taking care of my health, and especially if there is some external pressure coming. But when it comes to my passions, my creativity, the things that really matter to me, consistency becomes way harder. Oh my gosh, the light became quite strong, but yeah, let's continue. And consistency matters because it's the only way that things that truly matters to you gets built. And you cannot build anything if you're just doing it when you feel like it. Feel like just comes and goes, and it's just impossible to predict. You cannot build a body or a business or a creative voice if you only show up when you feel like it or when the mood is right. And also the tricky part with this is very easy to believe that you need clarity, emotional readiness, inspiration, more knowledge, or just the right internal feeling before taking action. And yes, I can say that I often wait until I feel aligned, and that takes a while. But consistency works the other way around. First you act and the rest will follow. And one idea that really helped me understand this comes from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. I know it's a very popular book that you probably have heard already a million times, but it's a very good book. It's full of actionable tips. The idea is that goals don't build things, systems do. Goals are giving you a direction, but systems are the things that you keep on coming back day after day. And the word systems sounds quite heavy, but it's actually not complicated at all. So a system is just the way you set up your environment, your time and your habits in a way that when you show up, it doesn't rely on motivation at all. And also every time you feel inspired and don't act, start something and let it slowly fade out or wait for the right moment, something happens internally. You learn internally the message that my inner voice is not reliable. And this really erodes confidence because you stop trusting yourself that you're able to follow through with the plan. And being consistent repairs this lack of trust, and building strong systems support this consistency. You know, every small repeated action that you keep on doing is telling your subconsciousness that when I say I will show up, I do. And you know there is no need for any special talent or motivation. It's just simply showing up for myself. And this is slowly but surely building self-trust through repetition. And oh my gosh, for me, even scarier is being stuck in potential. It's even scarier to think that in the future you're gonna be thinking back that, oh my gosh, if I only went through with this idea or this passion, where my life would be. And I think that a lot of people have this feeling in themselves that they know that there is something in them, but they're not fully trusting in themselves to stay with it and go for it. And one nice idea that I have learned is that every action you take is a vote. It's a vote for the kind of person you believe you are. And every action you take on a daily basis, small or big, says, I'm someone who shows up, I keep promises to myself, and I can handle anything that life throws at me. And that's what true confidence is built on. And as I already said, that consistency is not achieved by constantly feeling motivated or doing a lot or doing things perfectly. Consistency is showing up even when it's so boring. And keeping promises made to yourself even when you don't see progress and you don't see change. And the hardest part nowadays, especially with social media, is that we have started expecting instant results. And our small victories just don't feel like anything when you saw on social media 1,000 people that are doing exactly the same thing as you're doing it so much better. But we have to wake up to the fact that at the end of the day, all of this superficial external validation is irrelevant. The most important is to keep the word to yourself. And also, inconsistency often comes from deciding every day. You're deciding every day what mood you need to be in, how long should it take, when to do it. And that's very exhausting and not sustainable because you cannot predict how you're going to be feeling on that very specific day. So consistency is growing when the decisions are already made. Let's say this example that every Monday I'm doing 400 words of creative writing. Every Wednesday I'm booking a Pilates class. Every morning I'm drinking water and stretching before touching my phone. Don't negotiate with yourself about these things, just do them, and definitely don't check with how you feel, because it's highly likely that you won't feel like doing those things. And also on the positive note is that your body feels also more safe when you have some predictable routines coming up. And if you keep on falling off, it means that the habit is too big. And I keep on doing this and I still haven't learned that it doesn't work. You have to start so small that it feels just silly. So small that you just question, like, why am I even doing this? But really, these small decisions compound over time. So I have seen this very lovely trend on social media is people are filming 1 minute video talking about any subject, but the main point of it is to get rid of their filler words. But yeah, it's a very powerful consistency practice. There is some days they totally fail, but when the time goes on, you can clearly see an improvement just with a daily 1 minute video of being aware of the use of your words. It's quite nice. And also it's very important to track and write down at the end of the week or the day, depending of what habit we're talking about. Ask yourself, did I keep my word? Did I show up? And definitely don't ask, did I do good or did it work? Because your brain needs proof that you're someone who follows through and is reliable. And by writing it down, you have a big log of wins. And to end this video with the new year approaching and with all the New Year's resolution being made, it's important to remind yourself that it's not about becoming someone new. It's really to focus on rebuilding this trust with yourself and keeping the word to yourself day after day, long enough to trust yourself again. And from that place, confidence, clarity, and creativity should grow naturally, and you're gonna have a better flow. Thank you so much for being here. Bye bye.